Good morning, Videovangoggers. Today we're talking about inspiration in response to Karen's Friday video and Charlie's video yesterday. I have to admit that most of the time I'm pretty uninspired and doing pretty uninspired things. Like doing readings of contemporary theory about art. I mean, inspiration's kind of weird, because what is it? You just suddenly get an idea? Is it the same as having an epiphany? When you look at something and you feel inspired, is it just that you want to make something? And what's the difference between something being inspired by something and something just being inspired? Like, last quarter, I was reading Dorian Gray, which is really good, and you should all read it right now. It's incredible. And I started making these self-portraits. Like, they were silk-screened, realistic self-portraits. And then I started making them more, like, morph into these beastly self-portraits. And those were inspired by the picture of Dorian Gray. And I like them as pieces of art, but I feel like it's kind of cheating because I just sort of appropriated the idea of a book. With that said, I do think it is perfectly legit to use music and books and pictures of the earth and space to inspire you. I think a lot of people take for granted that artists are people too, though, and sometimes it's perfectly okay to be in a funk. Like, I get in a funk sometimes. Sometimes you're dealing with life and life issues, and they affect what you are able to do. Like, people don't understand that art takes a lot of energy, and sometimes, like, if your boyfriend just dumped you, or if your girlfriend cheated on you, and all you're doing is drawing pictures of their face and ripping them up, and making giant sculptures of forks and clay heads, and, like, stabbing the fork into the head. It's all in the past now. I make a lot of stuff that is completely inspired by random events in my life that a lot of people will never see. No one will ever see. Do you ever play that game with, like, the two paddles and they're covered in Velcro and there's a ball and you throw the ball and you, like, play catch with it, I guess? Artists are like Velcro paddles, and the people are, like, throwing stuff at you and it's, like, sticking to you, and that's your inspiration. Like, you carry around all those disconnected pieces of things that you liked or that, like, somehow resonated with you, and then you get to, like, put them in your machine, which is, like, your head and your hands and your computer and whatever, and then you make them into something. But it's really hard to pinpoint where those things are coming from, because it's everything. And everything that you brew out from the inside, too. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in there that just comes out innately. And you can always inspire yourself by doing a dance. For those of you who don't know, on my other channel, I'm doing Danceuary, which is every vlog in the month of January I'm going to do a dance, and I'm going to incorporate that into Videovangogh as well. I'm going to call this dance the Conjuring of Inspiration. To realize that one of the core differences between me and the other Videovangoggers is that sometimes I just have to draw with Sharpies in between my toes for a little bit of fun. I think you guys are great and I love you, but I really think you need to have more fun. And I don't know who's guesting tomorrow, so it's gonna be a great big surprise. I'll see you next Tuesday. Happy belated birthday, Karen!